No,
I let you talk.
from another case.
Don't
He's an
overtalk
officer.
me.
He is an officer.
No,
from a
don't
different
tell me
case.
anything. When I run this show.
All she's done today is show total disrespect for you and the court system. And as a matter of fact, if there is another court appearance, I'd like her to be present.
Welcome to Epic Court Encounters. All right, today we're in Judge Perkins' court, where this is going to be a wild one. You already saw the little clip, so you should have an idea of how this is going to go, okay? But first, before we go into the courtroom, let's go over the charges, shall we? Okay, for the charges, now as you see, this started back in 2020. Now the hearing you're about to look at was September of 2024. 4 years before she decided to come back in. Why? Failure to appears. So we're going to watch this hearing first. And as you see, she has charges from this year, 2025. So let's go check this out. And then we'll go to the second hearing. Okay? All right. Let's go.
This is the city of Detroit versus Anna J. Alexis Gutierrez. Did I get that pronunciation correct?
You were close, Your Honor. Anaje Alexis Gutierrez.
Okay, Anaje, I'm good morning to you. Sorry about the mispronunciation, ma'am.
It's okay. Good morning.
Good morning. City of Detroit versus Anaje Alexis Gutierrez. Case numbers SP 1121114, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Anaje Gutierrez.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroki on behalf of Miss Gutierrez.
All right, I think that would be Mr. Berry.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of Ms. Gutierrez. Please state your full name, Ms. Gutierrez.
Anaje Alexis Gutierrez.
All right, today is the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. Go ahead, Counselor.
Your Honor, my client would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
Winner and not guilty pleading in client's behalf. Client a $0 bond. The offer as it stands right now, Ms. Gutierrez, is the city is willing to resolve it with a drag racing for the leaving the scene of a property damage accident and dismissing the other cases. You have an absolute right to a trial, ma'am. That drag racing carries 4 points on your license. A $240 fine. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry. Have a conversation with him. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Ready as to Ms. Gutierrez, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record. Let's go past that matter. Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gutierrez. Ms. Gutierrez. And she wrote the offers for you.
Do what you gotta do.
All right.
Can I get a docket though?
Ms. Gutierrez, I've given you an opportunity. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me pause it. All right. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gutierrez. My apologies. Today is I'll give you an opportunity, Ms. Gutierrez. To counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we seek a trial and the appointment of counsel.
That's what you want to do, Ms. Gutierrez?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what I want to do is I need a good phone number from you, please.
313-168.
That's not a hard number to remember, huh?
No, they think I'm a bill collector when I call.
I'm going to set a pre-trial date for October 31st. And what I need you to do in the meantime is I need you to answer those calls that you think may be a bill collector or a spam. I don't know if you have more details, but spam, because one of those calls should be that appointed attorney. It's amazing how these companies have gotten to the point where they're giving out 313 numbers as if they're in the city and you know them. It's amazing what they can get away with. But at the end of the day, that's where we're at. But I need you to answer those calls because one of those calls should be that appointed attorney. If you don't have the attorney by the 31st, we're going to get one appointed to you on the spot. Okay?
Okay.
So
Okay.
if nothing further, have a very good day and best of luck to you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good one, Your Honor.
You too.
All right, I wanted to show you this hearing for 2 reasons, okay? 1, to give you the whole case. 2, to show you her attitude. Let's see how nice and pleasant she was in the first hearing. Well, he told her some things that she needed to do. Well, guess what? It never got done. Now we're going to the second hearing. Let's see how things spin when we go in here, okay? All right, let's go.
City of Detroit versus Najee Alexis Latham. Case numbers, SP 1121114, counts 1 and counts 2 and counts 3. SP 1647067, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 167978001, SP 1679925. Appearance for the record, please.
Liza Gutierrez. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Judge, what was the last name of the case you called?
What is the last name?
Yeah, it might not be my case. Mayad Gutierrez.
Gutierrez, Alexis Gutierrez.
Okay. Yeah. Andrew DiMaggio, P45619.
All right. Officer Fitzgerald Harris, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please? Is Officer Harris here? He was.
He was.
All right. What about the other officers? Officer Davis here, Margot Davis. I have not seen that officer. Is there any other officer here on Najee Gutierrez? All right. How do you want to proceed, Mr. How does your client want to proceed, Mr. DiMaggio?
We received an offer from Mr. Bowman that my client, Ms. Gutierrez, wishes to accept.
What is that offer?
She's going to plead to expired plates. The rest would be dismissed.
Is the excuse me, is the officer here though? Like, I asked you
The
that in
one
the breakout
officer
room.
did appear. One officer did appear. So if you want to have a trial, we can get that officer back in here. The other officer did not appear. So essentially, the cases that the officer did not appear, SP 1677067, counts 1, 2, and 3 will be dismissed. No officer.
And Mr. DiMaggio, did you in fact confirm that Ms. Gutierrez now has proper insurance?
Well, this is expired. Okay, go ahead.
Right. I think that case was dismissed, so she pled to expired plates.
Well, I need to know through you as an officer of court, has she shown you evidence of proper insurance as of today?
I did not see that, but I'm not saying she didn't have it though.
Well, no, then that is not.
I told my lawyer that I
Be
did
quiet,
not.
Ms. Gutierrez.
Like,
I'm gonna give you a chance to. You're gonna get a chance to speak. Let them just listen first.
Your Honor, based upon that statement, there's not been accurate evidence that she has good insurance now. We know she did not have good insurance then. So
I don't know, she didn't have good insurance then, but here's the deal. Was that expired plate contingent on the fact that she had insurance now? That's the court's question.
That is correct.
Okay,
Judge,
so I'm gonna allow Mr. DiMaggio and Ms. Gutierrez to go back in the breakout room and have a conversation. Ms. Gutierrez, direct your questions to Mr. DiMaggio, okay?
yeah, could I just say something, Judge?
You may.
As part of the negotiation process, I indicated to Mr. Bowman that the officer told her that this case, he would not give her a ticket for it. And as part of the negotiations, he said, well, drop no insurance. He never insurance. It was contingent on my statement.
Get the officer back in here, Mr. Bowman.
Officer Harris?
I don't know where he went.
I'll call him.
All right, I'm gonna give you a few minutes to get them back in here, all right?
Judge Corporal Croxton, if you don't mind, Officer Harris is in court in person. He has several courtrooms. He advised us.
Yeah, but he didn't advise me, Corporal Croxton. I give everybody an opportunity. He's got to let somebody know. He's usually here, so let's try to get him back right quick, Mr. Bowman, and then we'll pass it. Ms. Gutierrez, you want to speak to your lawyer in the interim?
I guess that's the only person I can talk to, so that's fine.
Well, go ahead, talk. If you want to talk, what do you want to say?
The thing is that I keep talking to all these third parties. For starters, my lawyer just told you that I said he did not give me no ticket that day. He told me that he saw that I was from East Point. So he did not give me no ticket that day. I did not get no physical ticket. I didn't get nothing. He told me he was gonna let me go. I said, okay, and let that be that. Now, a couple days later, I got a ticket in the mail, and they did combine it with this other case. Y'all dismissed the other case, and that's cool. But I still don't understand, why do I have to pay anything when I did not get a ticket that day? My lawyer is trying to tell me that maybe they gave me a ticket a couple days later. Come on now. Like, that don't even make no sense. I did not get a physical. I've been asking for the dash cam footage, body cam footage, because it was two officers. I did not get a ticket. He went to go run my stuff. He said, you know what? I'm going to let you go ahead and go about your day. I'm not saying that was right or wrong, but that day I was not supposed to get a ticket. So I don't even understand why they would drop the no insurance, but they wouldn't just drop this as a whole, because I was not supposed to get a ticket that day. Like I said, if DPD was looking out for me, cool. Where I'm at with it is, I told my lawyer, this is what I was trying to tell you earlier. I don't even have that card anymore to even show you proper insurance on it. So if I do have to pay a ticket, because this has been going on for so long and I am so tired of dealing with 36th District, please just tell me how much I got to pay for these expired plates so I can be on my way. Because this is like hindering me. I told you this last court date. Like, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just really want to get this out the way. I don't feel like I should have to pay anything at all because I did not get a ticket that day. I did not get a ticket that day. I did not get a ticket that day from neither one of them officers. I can tell you how that whole situation went down. I did not get a ticket. But if I have to pay something, my lawyer literally just told me that I'll have to pay for the expired plates. Please, I have been on the Zoom call since 8:30 this morning. Please.
I would be willing to pay an expired plate too if I knew I had these charges hanging over my head.
Mr. Fitzgerald Harris, put your appearance on the record, please. Officer Fitzgerald Harris.
Yeah, Officer Fitzgerald Harris, Detroit Police Department, badge 1442.
All right, you heard most of what Ms. Gutierrez said. She indicated to the court that she said that someone out there, I don't know if it was you, she said it was two officers, that she wasn't going to get a ticket. I don't know where, and she's upset about.
I'm about to.
Let me talk. I let you talk. No.
Listen.
No.
I'm not being rude.
I let you talk.
He's an officer from another case.
Don't overtalk me. All right, I'm about to put you out the room, ma'am.
I was just telling you he is an officer.
No, don't tell me anything. When I ask you, when I run this show, when I let you speak, you can speak. I let you say everything. You said it about 3 or 4 times over and over again.
That's not him, but okay.
Mr. Fitzgerald Harris, what do you have to say about this?
Your Honor, I caught the tail end of it about working with a partner. I don't work with a partner. I work by myself.
You do.
This last incident, I stopped her for on East State Fair in John R. And
right.
She didn't have any insurance, and the plates were expired.
Right. I'm not being rude, Judge. This is a different case. The case that I'm referring to with DPD was by a school. You are a whole different case.
Mr. Fitzgerald Harris, I ask you, don't say anything, ma'am. When I want you to talk, I'll let you talk. Do not say another word until I let you talk, okay? Mr. Fitzgerald, Officer Fitzgerald Harris, I have a ticket here. I have a ticket SP 167-9925, count 1. That is a no insurance misdemeanor, and count in SP 16797-801 is an expired plate civil infraction. I also have SP 112114, counts 1, 2, and 3, a no insurance misdemeanor, a failure to report an accident, and leaving the scene of a property damage accident.
Yes, Your Honor.
Those are so Miss Gutierrez has mentioned something to the effect that she got stopped and maybe she's recollecting one stop and not something that is something that the other. She mentioned that she got a ticket some days later. She didn't get a ticket that day. What is your recollection of it?
Yeah, that's correct, Your Honor. In 2020, for the leaving the scene of the accident, that's under an accident review where I mailed out the tickets after reviewing the accident report for a hit and run accident. The other one, I did physically stop her and issue her the citation for the expired plates, which was February 11th of 2025.
Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Mr. DiMaggio is here representing Ms. Gutierrez. Since now we have an understanding of what tickets you stopped her on, or you wrote her on 2 occasions. You stopped her on 1 occasion, if the report is correct. And in the other occasion, during your accident investigation, you came to the conclusion at some point that it was Ms. Gutierrez that failed to report an accident and left the scene of a property damage accident in 2020. Those are the allegations, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And that there was no insurance on the vehicle at that time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order Mr. DiMaggio and Ms. Gutierrez to go back in the breakout room and have a conversation as it relates to those allegations. And then Ms. Gutierrez, if you have something to say as far as how things went down or what that Officer Harris said to you, then you need to speak to Mr. DiMaggio about that, okay? I don't know where she went.
Good.
Rejoin the breakout room, please.
Sure, fine.
So let's go back on the record with Ms. Gutierrez. All right, Ms. Gutierrez, where are you? Where's your client, Mr.
She should be on there.
I'm here.
All right, Ms. Gutierrez, now, do you understand what's going on now, ma'am?
No, I don't.
All right, Mr. DiMaggio, you and your client didn't get an understanding?
You know, Judge, it might be best to appoint another attorney on this case.
Well, what's going on?
It was a simple matter of I was just trying to tell you that the last ticket and the last officer that just got on the screen, that wasn't the same ticket that I've been on a docket for. That's all I was trying to tell you. That is a separate matter.
Ms. Gutierrez, I see why you have a problem.
How do I have a problem? Because I'm just telling you that that's not the right ticket.
Because you're not listening. You're telling me what you're on the docket for. I tell you what you're on the docket for.
Okay, so I was confused because I'm obviously on the docket for something new. I haven't been coming to court. I just got that ticket like 2 weeks ago. I didn't schedule a court date for that with Mr. Fitzgerald. He just pulled me over. I know what's going on. It's 3 different tickets going on and it's a lot of charges, but that last one, that's what I have not been coming to you for that. Like, that's something totally separate. That's all I'm literally trying to tell you. I know the ticket that I got from Mr. Fitzgerald, but that is not what I've been coming to you for. I just got that 2 weeks ago.
The SP 6797801, you got that ticket 2 weeks ago, February 11th, 2025. Okay. So
right. That's all.
We're back on the record with Ms. Gutierrez. Yeah, okay. So that's not even the most important ticket. The most important ticket you do know about, don't you?
Yes, I do. The 2.
So what's going on? Why can't you come to a resolution with this individual?
No, I did.
Stop talking. Mr. DiMaggio, I can kind of see why you can't come to a resolution. Or are you driving, ma'am?
No.
I can see why you can't come to a resolution. But what is, without disclosing your client's confidential information, why can't you work this out for her?
Could I see Mr. Bowman? I've been trying to get in with Mr. Bowman. Yes.
All right, let's pass it again.
In my opinion, she's trying to avoid that old ticket.
This is the last time on this case, Mr. DiMaggio.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Why can't we have we come to this some sort of meeting of the minds or anything about this?
No, I've gone graciously to Mr. Bowman, and he's explained the offer again. I've explained it to her. She just won't accept the offer. She just says she wants a new attorney. So there's nothing more I can do for her.
Ms. Gutierrez, you just don't understand how this works. I don't know how to explain it to you any better. You don't have the right to come in here and pick and choose which attorney that you get. The only way that you get that right is if you hire one yourself, or you go to this is the case where you requested an appointed attorney and we got you an appointed attorney. And I don't understand what's blocking the movement of this case. I can kind of see it's you. So why can't you speak with Mr. DiMaggio and get some kind of understanding about what's going on?
I tried to, and everybody is getting upset with me because I'm asking questions. Like, I keep just being told to do stuff, and I'm not. This last time I just came back into the breakout room with him, the deal has completely changed, and it's something completely different. Everything keeps changing. I don't understand what's going on, and y'all kind of just want me to say okay and just do it. So I guess whatever charges y'all have, just okay, and whatever it is. It's okay. I'll do it because I don't want to keep arguing and be combative.
Stop. What question do you have?
I don't have any question. Whatever plea is available, I would take.
Mr. DiMaggio, you know something, Ms. Gutierrez, you're a very, I can respect the fact that you you're serious about this and you want to defend yourself. That's what you have the opportunity to do today. All right. Now, when you mentioned that the other tickets that you had were tickets that were for 2 weeks ago, a little more than 2 weeks ago now, but I know what you mean by that, a month ago. The way I do it is instead of having you come back and forth to court, I told you on that date, I gave you the case numbers, that those tickets would be subsumed in this court hearing today. Now, as it relates to those tickets are an expired plate and a no insurance misdemeanor. Not the most serious charges that we see, and not the most serious charges that you have listed here. I think a more serious charge would be the leaving the scene of failure report failure report accident, which is a 0-point offense. It doesn't abstract to the Secretary of State. It's just going to be a fine. Well, all of them, whatever you plead to will be a fine. But leaving the scene of a property damage accident is the most serious allegation that you have here. And then you have some no insurance charges here. So if you're taking into context the 2 cases that you got last month, those cases are basically going to be subsumed in any offer that you get today.
Okay.
The ones that are the more serious ones that you knew that were going to be on the docket today was the leaving the scene of a property damage accident and the failure to report an accident and the other no insurance charge. And then you had maybe, the other cases are gonna be dismissed because the officer wasn't here. Now, what is the final offer that you got for Ms. Gutierrez, Mr. DiMaggio? I've said all that, and now he's gone.
Judge Perkins is definitely having a bad day.
Mr. Dupree, I want to give, Mr. DiMaggio has indicated that he's not, that he can't work with Mr. Gutierrez. I'm going to give it to Mr. Dupree and let Mr. Dupree talk to you, all right?
Okay.
All right, Mr. DiMaggio, are you there now?
Yes, Judge.
Now, let's go back on the record with Gutierrez. So hopefully this is the last time.
Okay.
All right. Now, let me just hear what you have to say about the offer that was presented to Ms. Gutierrez.
Okay, the offer basically.
She's here. All right.
Okay. The offer basically is to plead to an expired plate as charged, an improper plate in place with no insurance, and a failure to report a property damage accident. She's basically going to plead to 3 charges, and then the rest will be dismissed.
Turn your camera on and your mic. Now we got it. What I think she's doing is I think she's driving. Everybody wants it their way. Turn your camera on and your mic, Ms. Gutierrez. I'm gonna ask you the last time, please. All right, say that again. I have a improper plate. I have a failure to report an accident and an expired plate. Is that the offer, Mr.?
That's correct. That's correct.
All right, so let me make sure this improper plate, this failure to report is not abstract to the Secretary of State. They took the offense code index down. Failure to report an accident does not abstract to the Secretary of State, does it? Mr. Fitzgerald Harris, Officer Fitzgerald Harris.
Yeah, I'm not for sure, Your Honor.
Ms. Gutierrez, if you do it again, I'm just getting fed up with you. Leave your camera on, leave your mic open.
Okay, I just wrote you. Jesus, I didn't know.
Failure to report an accident, I do not believe in abstracts. So I'm not going to fine you for everything. I'll fine you for one of the matters of $240 and $145. I won't fine you for the second misdemeanor. You want to take the deal, ma'am? Neither of the misdemeanors abstract to the Secretary of State. Neither carry points. I'll dismiss the misdemeanors upon payment. You want to take the deal?
So what you said?
Failure to display. That's a misdemeanor. Is a $240 fine. I will dismiss upon payment. That does not abstract to the Secretary of State, and that does not. Go ahead, Mr. Bowman.
Do you mean improper plate? Because failure to display is abstractable.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Improper plates. I'm sorry. Improper plates for the no insurance misdemeanor. It's for one of the no insurance misdemeanors. Is the improper plate $240 fine. It will not abstract to the Secretary of State, therefore it won't carry any points, and it'll be dismissed if you pay it. And then a civil infraction of expired plates, $145. That does not abstract to the Secretary of State, nor does that carry any points. And that will be closed out once you pay it. I won't fine you for the failure to report an accident. Now we'll just close that out if you take the plea. You want to do that, ma'am, or no?
That's fine. Yes.
Have Mr. DiMaggio, have you read Ms. Gutierrez, her advice or rights?
Yeah, I think I could do it right now if you want me to, Judge. It's been a confusing day.
Ms. Gutierrez, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Or you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Let me go over the advice of rights. Let me go over the advice of rights. Give me an advice of rights form, please. Ms. Gutierrez, do you understand that if you need a special accommodations to use the court because of disabilities, or if you require a foreign language interpreter to help you fully participate in court proceedings, please contact the court immediately to make arrangements. You have been brought to court on a misdemeanor charge. You have the following basic rights. You have to plead guilty or not guilty, or to stand mute. If you stand mute, a plea of not guilty will be entered. You may plead no contest with the permission of the court. To have a trial by jury, to have the assistance of an attorney. Number 3, you have the right to an attorney appointed at public expense if you are indigent, without money to hire an attorney, and if the offense charge requires a minimum jail sentence, or the court determines that it might sentence you to jail. 4, you may have to repay the expense of the court-appointed attorney. In this case, you would not. If you have a trial, you have the following rights: to call witnesses to speak on for you at trial. You may get an order signed by the court to require witnesses to come to court, to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you at trial, to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent. If you choose not to be a witness on your own behalf, the prosecuting official may not comment on your refusal to testify. To be presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Number 6, if you plead guilty or no contest and your plea is accepted, you will not have a trial of any kind and will give up the rights listed in items 3 through 5 above. 7, you have the right to be released on bond. 8, if you are now on probation or parole and you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, or a finding of guilt is made by a judge or jury, it may result in a violation of your parole, of probation or parole. Number 9, you can be sentenced to jail and fines plus costs. The court will tell you on the record the name of the offense, the mandatory minimum jail sentence, if any, and the maximum possible penalty, including jail fines or both. In this case, the maximum possible penalty is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. 10, fines, costs, and other financial obligations imposed by the court must be paid at the time of the assessment, except when the court allows otherwise for good cause shown. If you are not able to pay due to financial hardship, contact the court immediately to request a payment alternative. 11, an appeal to circuit court may be taken within 21 days from the date of sentence as permitted pursuant to MCR 6.625 B. If the sentence includes incarceration and if you wish to file an appeal but are financially unable to retain an attorney, your court will appoint a lawyer to represent you on appeal if the request for a lawyer is made within 14 days after sentencing. 12, federal law and or state law may prohibit you from possessing or purchasing ammunition or a firearm, including a rifle, pistol, or revolver, if you are convicted of a misdemeanor crime of violence and you are a current or former spouse, parent, or guardian of the victim. You share a child in common with the victim. You are or were cohabitating with the victim as a spouse, parent, or guardian, or you are or were involved with the victim in another similar relationship. Do you understand those rights, Ms. Gutierrez?
Yes, I do. I just had one more question. That last case that just came up where the officer got on, he told me that I would be able to show if I show proof of insurance, and the plates weren't expired, I would be able to get that dismissed. That's still not possible to do because I asked my lawyer that, and he.
Do you have proof of insurance and the plates, ma'am?
Yes.
Show the court proof of insurance and the plates, please.
I don't have it on. I can't bring it up there and show you. How would I show you that right now?
You just hold it up if you have a copy of the insurance.
I don't have it offhand, but could I bring it up to the court by maybe say this week and then?
We gotta do this. Possible? Mr. Bowman, any objection for her to bring this proof of insurance and stuff to the court?
I could bring it Thursday if that's possible.
Yes, Your Honor, because I was getting ready to state for the record, while you're reading her advice of rights, she's in whatever car she's in.
I'm sitting in the car.
Don't say anything, Miss Gutierrez. Listen, Miss Gutierrez, you gotta let him speak. And then you speak, okay? You're gonna get your tongue.
Okay.
Mr. Bowman.
Thank you, Your Honor. While she's been sitting in this car, while you are reading her rights, she has been playing with her phone and unbraiding her hair. So whether or not you spoke those words of it to her rights, based upon the fact that she continued to do all those things, I don't know whether or not she understood or not what you diligently read. That's number one.
Mr. Bowman, I don't care if she's braiding her hair or what she's doing. I read her rights. She indicated she understood those rights. That's the most paramount thing for the court. My question to you is, will you allow her to bring in proper documentation?
I will not allow her to bring it in. All she's done today is show total disrespect for you and the court system. So she gets no breaks.
Mr. DiMaggio. Where's Mr. DiMaggio?
And as a matter of fact, Your Honor, if there is another court appearance, I'd like her to be present.
Excuse me, Mr. Bowman. Judge Perkins, I agree with him. Any more contact with her, she needs to come down to the court. Why Mr. DiMaggio keeps getting off Zoom?
Well, she said there was another court appearance. She said she was going to bring the paperwork down.
Yeah, okay.
All right, listen, the attorney's gone. I don't know what keeps happening. I'm going to allow you to bring the paperwork in, man. Officer Harris.
Yes, Your Honor.
Harris, I'm going to allow her to bring the paperwork in.
Okay, Your Honor.
Even though I will kind of agree, Ms. Gutierrez, you do kind of exhibit a lack of disrespect. I feel that is not done intentionally because of your passion about the process and things like that. But nevertheless, it's got to be some order here. I think I've given you ample time to speak. But when somebody else is speaking, and when I'm giving somebody else time to speak, it's your time to listen. And I'll give you an opportunity to respond. You can't just jump in and cut people off. You have to take a minute and listen to what they're saying, all right?
Okay.
Including me.
I just want to say I've been dealing with you for months. I was not trying to be disrespectful to you. I literally was just confused and was trying to get the accurate information because of what was going on.
There's a way to go about doing that.
I understand, Your Honor. I really do, but I just was confused. That's all. And I'm trying to make sure that my ducks is in a row and that I'm getting the accurate information because to be honest with you still right now, I'm a little bit confused, but everybody is coming down on me because I keep asking questions and keep like, so what are we moving forward? I'm just making sure. Hopefully you don't get too upset. You're dismissing the first case. I know. The two with the insurance and the plates, I'm able to, for both of those cases, I am able to bring my plates and bring the insurance in. I know I have to physically come in with that information, and I'm good after that.
No, you're still gonna plead something because you got a failure report and accident.
I thought that's what you just said you were dismissing. That's why I'm confused.
Yes. I don't know how much I can tell you.
And honestly, I guess this is where me and my lawyer confusion came in at. I said that I would not have a problem with pleading guilty to those charges for the no insurance and the plates. But that hit and run accident, they're saying whatever is going on, I don't know. I told you that I do not know what is going on. They didn't give me a discovery packet. They didn't give me no information. They just want me to plead to this case, and that is not me. That's all. That is the most important. The most important case that you're talking about, I'm trying to tell you that's not me, and I did not do that. I don't know what they're talking about.
So we have to have a trial then. She says
that's not fine. That's what I wanted to do initially.
She says that's not her. Listen, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put Mr. DiMaggio, you asked to be off the case. I'm gonna let you off the case. We'll put Mr. Dupree on the case.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Mr. DiMaggio, best of luck to you. I'll see you soon.
All right, thanks, Judge.
All right.
Judge, if we could throw Ms. Gutierrez in a breakout room so I can talk to her, but can we, I've got 2 cases ready, I think.
All right, Ms. Gutierrez, I'm gonna go just wait in breakout room 5. Now, if you can't get it with Mr. Dupree, then I don't think anybody can help you, okay? All right, so I'm gonna put you in breakout room 5, wait on Mr. Dupree to come in and talk to you, all right?
Sounds good.
Your Honor, if Mr. Dupree needs an assist, I'm more than willing to go in and
Well, do you want to take the case, Ms. Harris? Do you want to take this case?
I'll yield to Mr. Dupree first.
I mean, if you want it, Ms. Harris.
He's got a whole lot, and Mr. Dupree, he's all the way around the world with cases. And I'm not saying that bothers his handling of them, because I don't think it does, but does it affect his timing sometimes? Maybe a little bit. So what do you want to do?
I'll defer to Ms. Harris if you want
to. Gone on, Ms. Harris.
I have. I'll go in and speak with her. I will. I don't have a problem with that.
All right, wait on Mr. And I told her Mr. Dupree is going to be here. Now I'm really going to get it messed up on that because now you. Yes.
I'll explain it to her.
And Your Honor, just so that I am clear so now that we are having a trial date, all of the cases for Ms. Gutierrez are now in play, all 8 of them, correct?
They were all in play anyway.
Okay, all right.
All right, so let's pass the matter.
Officers appear today, Your Honor?
No. So the other officers didn't appear, so they're not all in play anymore because the officer didn't appear, and we're not going there with that. All right, so let's go with pass the matter.
Your Honor, was Officer Harris, he's gone? No, Officer Harris.
Fitzgerald Harris, he's gone. And what is that for?
Okay. For Ms. Gutierrez, we could have resolved this today if he was still here. Okay, I thought he was still here. When I looked a few minutes ago, he was here.
Why can't you resolve it without him? You have Mr.
Because Mr. Bowman would need to ask him some questions so that we could technically do her trial today.
Get him back in here. Who are we ready on?
Gutierrez, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gutierrez. Ms. Gutierrez, are you happy now, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
What is going on, Ms. Harris?
Your Honor, obviously, we're moving for a dismissal on the cases where there was an officer, Margot Davis, who did not appear today.
Already dismissed.
Your Honor, the cases ending in 1141, 2, and 3, there is also a recommendation to dismiss.
That's Curtis City, right?
That is, Your Honor.
All right. What else are we gonna do with the last two?
The last two, Your Honor, Ms. Gutierrez, we are asking if the court would allow her to Zoom back in on Friday to show her proof of registration and insurance.
All right. Zoom back in Friday, Ms. Gutierrez. Give me your registration and insurance, make sure it's valid.
And Ms. Gutierrez, you can send it to me by text, and then I can forward it to the court if you would like, okay?
Okay.
All right, Ms. Gutierrez, have a very good day. And I'm gonna waive the warrant fee, but you're still gonna have to pay these $45 reinstatement fees. That's 3 times on the cases that were leaving the scene of a property damage accident failure report. I'll waive the warrant fee, but 3 $45 fees are gonna be assessed, and they're gonna be on, you gotta have to pay those, all right?
Do I pay that to you guys or the Secretary of State?
That pays to us, but I don't think that's gonna affect your driver's license though. But it just will be, all right?
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
I'll see you on Friday, ma'am.
Friday at 9 a.m.
At 8:30.
8:30. Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, this was a long, drawn out case for all of these charges that they had to deal with. And Judge Perkins really had a bad day in this court. So I hope you have a good day, evening or night. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know this was lengthy for one thing. Well, it was 8 charges, but it just felt like one big thing that was going on. All right, see you next time.